Hey guys, welcome back to Mainframe Comic-Con. Huge thank you to Dana, to Ray, to Perry for that awesome Ash vs. Evil Dead panel, and huge thanks to Mr. Lance Reddick for sitting down with us right at the beginning of the show. We want to go ahead and get into our next panel. Before we do, guys, just a reminder, head on over to mainframecomiccon.com and click that donate button. All the money raised this weekend is going to go directly to COVID-19 relief. So head over to mainframecomiccon.com, click the donate button, give what you can. So without further ado, I want to welcome the next host running the 4DX podcast right here. Put your hands together, your virtual hands, for Mr. Dan Fogler and Chris Marquette. Guys, welcome to Mainframe.
Woo!
There's Chris. Where's Dan?
Where's Dan?
There's the man.
Holy crap, here I am! Oh, there he is, with a bang.
All right, guys. Stick around. These guys are going to take it over for the next half hour. Thanks for being here, guys, on Mainframe Comic-Con. Thanks, guys.
Can you guys hear me okay? I can hear you. You sound like you got a full band behind you, though. What's going on?
Nice.
Yeah.
How you doing, brother?
I'm good, man. How you doing?
Oh, man, it's good to see you. It's good to see you.
It's really good to see you.
Welcome to the Dan Fogler 4D Experience podcast, Mainframe.
Yeah.
Comic-Con. I know, man. We're finally getting you on the show.
We're finally.
They gave me like a half-hour window here, so we're getting. Okay. So this is Mini Fanboys reunion.
This is little Mini Fanboys reunion. We got
check out this shirt I got.
What is that there?
Look at that.
Oh, dude, check that out. Where did you get that?
Yeah, that was cool, right, man?
That's awesome.
We got a close-up on my. Hey,
yo, that's awesome.
Someone gave me that at a con recently, and I was like, "This is great. This is great." It's got the rules on the back.
You see the back? Oh, no way, dude! In the scroll. Check that out, dude. That's awesome.
All rush all the time, man. So holy shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought, usually I'm gonna have you back on the shows for I usually do like an actor studio kind of thing, but I thought that this would be kind of special.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah.
How you doing? You fun?
I'm good, man. I got a 4-month-old, so I'm like I haven't slept in 4 months. But other than that, so we feel like a lucid dream right now is what's happening on my end.
Oh, I like that. Yeah. I like that lucid dreaming. You gotta spin your top so you know that you're
exactly. I know I'm actually here. Yeah, I gotta spin a bunch of stuff. Yeah.
All right, we're gonna take questions at the end, but do you know what your Star Wars name is?
No. How do I even figure that out?
Okay, so it's your name backwards.
Like from the letters spelled backwards?
Yes. Okay, so hold on. Oh, we got someone on the line.
Oh, sorry, Dan. I thought I'd do a little bit of house cleaning here real quick. Dan, just want to let you know your mic is really, really loud. I don't know if you want to turn it down or
you
maybe
gotta stop trying to eat the microphone.
You are munching.
Maybe I'll ease back on it.
Now we're talking.
Is that better? It's a new microphone.
There we go.
All right, guys.
So thank you. Listen, man. These notes are fucking, it's fucking crazy because, dude, how you been? What's it like being a new daddy?
Oh, it's great, man. It's absolutely great. I mean, being a new dad is, I don't know if I've got my feet under me just yet. So I feel like the jury's still out in terms of, getting some perspective of how difficult and or easy this is. We feel really grateful. My wife and I feel really grateful. We're happy. She's healthy. I feel like past that, we can't ask for much. So maybe in 6 months we'll be asking for sleep and begging for it. But until then, we're good.
I have many thoughts, man. Oh shit! I'm yelling in the mic.
Yeah. I just got to stop making out with the microphone.
It's the five S's, brother. You know about the five S's?
No. Sleep.
Okay.
Sleep.
Well, Star Wars. No.
Star Wars.
There's shushing. There's swaddling. There's sleeping.
Sleeping. Yeah. I'm not familiar with that one. Yeah.
Look it up, man. It got me.
I'm gonna look up the 5 S's. Okay, cool. All right. It's like a little Bible of raising a baby.
Yeah, it got me through the first several months of my first kid. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah.
Cool. 5 S's. I'm looking up. Yeah, someone gave seeing Star Wars, but someone gave me the greatest. She's a little girl, but they gave me the greatest little Star Wars outfit. It's a little rebel, and it's got all of the rebellious Star Wars characters and patches around. And it was like the day that I woke her up, and she like comes out of the swaddle with a little rebel outfit. I was like, I love my life. Yeah, it was nice.
That's adorable. I recently I had the little one, Franny. She was 3 at the time, and for Halloween she was Yoda.
Oh,
that was hysterical.
I bet that's hysterical. Yeah, she's the same size.
She had a little face in there and the ears out here,
I bet.
walking along.
I know. We saw a thing. We didn't do it, but apparently, like, there's a big trend of Baby Yoda outfits for babies after the Mandalorian. So there's just like a huge. It's like become like a little, a Twitter trend or something. Just pictures of babies as Baby Yoda. I was like that.
So make sure you check out Dan DeLorean on my Instagram. That's Fogler's Fictions. The Dan DeLorean is when I dub my own voiceover scenes from the Mandalorian, and it's really funny.
That's hilarious.
Yeah,
that's great. That's
also,
great. So it's just the helmet. It's you. It's it's shots of the Mandalorian and you underneath. That's amazing.
I realized I was like, we don't see his face, and
there's a lot of little room there. Yeah, got a lot of space. Yeah, that's funny.
So tomorrow I got the heavy metal panel, 3:30 p.m. EST Sunday, where I'm going to talk about all of these comic books you see behind me. That's my Fogler's Fictions. We'll get more in depth about that on the Instagram website. You can go to the Heavy Metal Shop and find all the stuff there. Am I screaming too loud? I'm like,
no, you got it. I feel like we found a good balance. Yeah,
nice. We just figured this out. I was on my computer, then I realized, oh my god, I didn't download all the stuff, and then I had to switch over to my wife's computer, and I was like, oh my god. And we got the new mic today, so I was like, we didn't test the goddamn thing.
You're just winging it. It's working.
Okay, so your Star Wars name is your name backwards, and it's pretty awesome. It's Tekram Sirk.
Yo, I love that. Tekram Sirk sounds intelligent. He sounds intimidating, and he sounds like he's got power. So I'm glad I don't sound like a peon.
He sounds like a Sith or something.
Yeah, he sounds a little evil.
Reminds me of like Sirk, like Captain James T. Sirk.
Yeah, he does.
I know I'm crossing the streams here. I'm crossing.
That's the Star Trek name's probably much different. The Star Trek name's probably cuts off halfway through. No, Say it.
Let me ask you a question. Now? It's Tekram Sirk.
Tekram Sirk.
My name is my Star Wars name is Lenad Relgoff.
Lenad Relgoff, kick him right in the Lenads. Yeah,
that's right.
Exactly. Yeah, Lenad. Yeah, Lenad. What do you need? That's so funny.
Yeah. Lenad he's a good smuggler, but just watch it.
But he likes to. But he trips on his own shoelaces often. Yeah, exactly. Lenad. Yeah, that's awesome.
So what is it for you, man? Are you Star Trek or Star Wars?
Oh, I'm full Star Wars. I couldn't stand Star Trek. My dad was a big Star Trek nerd, and it was like, wow. I know, but it was legit. I think until I was like 20 and I could appreciate the pace of Star Trek. Mm-hmm. Until then, it was just not quick enough. There was too much talking. I got too much. I don't know if I fully understood Data. I just kind of felt really Data was my introduction. I felt like that was always the guy. I was like, I don't get this guy. I don't like it. So I couldn't go near Voyager. I couldn't go near Star Trek for a long time. It took me until I was about in my early 20s where I finally went, I'm going to throw on a movie and see how it goes. And then I was a fan. Then I became a fan. But prior to Star Wars, hardcore.
Data worried me because I was looking at it like, would I be able? If I was an actor, would I be able to not sweat all that makeup off?
Could I keep that intact? Yeah, I think there was the subtlety to the way he glittered that I was like, I don't like it. I don't know. I don't like it. He's glittery. I don't get it.
the guy from Reading Rainbow with the banana clip.
Yeah, dude. I know. Because that was also, I think there was that segue for me because I grew up in class watching Reading Rainbow, and suddenly I'm like, oh, it's Jordy. And I'm like, there's something about it I didn't like either. Yeah.
But the old school one, like, okay, I'm a Star Wars guy through and through. Yeah. But there's something about Wrath of Khan, man, that just got me.
Yeah. I think if I had been introduced to the Shatner days and to the Wrath of Khan and to the original movies, I think I would have been a totally different thing. I was introduced via Star Trek on TV, and I just didn't, I feel like that world is sold to you from the movies is how I felt later on. I was like, okay, I don't think you can do it.
This segues to my next question, which is, I kind of have a thing with like Shatner. Yeah. Okay. So first of all, when I was doing stand up, one of my bits that killed all the time was because my stand up was basically like you're flipping through channels. That's me doing impressions, and that's what it feels like. Non sequiturs. Yeah. Okay. So I did. I'd be like, okay, now this is Captain Kirk on the toilet with explosive diarrhea,
Yeah.
And I'd just be all, oh my God. Stoney, help me. Oh my God. Then I just broadcast Anthony whole ship. Okay, I do that for like fucking 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And people would just pee their pants and Yeah. So anyway, it was a good bit. Oh my God!
Oh no!
We got Klingons. Okay, you know the deal.
Yeah.
It was fun, and I think he saw that. I think he saw it on my website, or I don't know, and I don't think he liked.
You think that's it? You crossed the line with him?
Yeah, I don't think he likes me anymore.
That's all it took. That's a sensitive man right there.
Very sensitive.
Very sensitive. Very sensitive about his role there.
Well, maybe then I started to think. Maybe I started to think that maybe he's getting up there. Maybe he does have some bowel issues.
Maybe this is it. Maybe it's been a hard year with the diarrhea attacks, and he was like, "I don't like it. I don't like the mirror you're holding up to my life right now, Dan." Yeah, maybe that's it.
Warp speed, I gotta get home. Oh my God. Anyway, so okay, and I'm shitting on Shaddy. So
that's the name of your next podcast. Shitting on Shaddy.
Yeah, exactly. We only got we got like 15 minutes here, pal. Okay, so let me ask you a question.
Chat on Shaddy. Yeah, let's go.
So you had I wasn't in that part of the movie. You and Sam. Yeah, got to have that time with Shatner. And what was that like? So tell me.
It was great. I mean, I don't know if you remember, I hope I'm remembering this correct. I think no one was sure we actually had him until the day of. It was a little bit of like, I think there was something happened because all I remember vaguely was that we had plan A and plan B. Plan A was Shatner shows up and we get to film the scene. Plan B was like, we do some other weird thing and maybe we circle back
standing
around.
There going, oh my God.
Yeah, just shitting on a toilet. Yeah, exactly. Just silhouetted too.
Right.
just
silhouetted. I slipped the top secret shit under there.
Exactly.
Here, just check this out. Oh my God, get out of here.
Maybe that was plan B. So that's what it was. So I remember thinking, I didn't think it was going to happen. First, I was like, "Oh yeah, I don't think we're going to be doing this tomorrow." So all of a sudden, when it is happening, I remember thinking, like, I feel a little unprepared for this. We'll see. We'll see how it goes with Shatner. But what I will say is this: I did plan a little bit because we were hoping to riff with him. So my plan of attack with Shatner was I want to look up everything, the most obscure stuff I can find with Shatner, and I want to see if I can throw that out to him if he even has any recollection, if he's gonna be able to roll with these punches. So Sam and I talked about it right beforehand, and I was like, "Look, Sam, I found these like the 4 weirdest things Shatner's ever filmed, and I want to bring some of this stuff up." And I don't remember what all of them were, but I do remember there was some weird one, some title of some movie he did that was like, it was like something like put mama on a wagon and take her out west. It was like this weird, it was like a long sentence of a title. And I thought, I've never heard of this thing. I don't think anybody's ever heard of this thing. And it was when you go on an IMDb page and it was just, it was like the furthest one. It was like 1942. It was like, he was in 1942 at the tender age of 10. Yeah. So we found that and I sort of threw that out to him. And I remember it was the only time he broke because he just went, oh, what is that? And then he remembered. And
that's great.
It was great. Yeah. But he was dope, man. I mean, Shatner was like, he was dope. I remember also thinking too, I was like, do you even know where you are? I feel like someone flew him in, carted him in, and Shatner just sort of woke up and was on another set. And he was sort of like, where are we? So I got that vague sense from him. I was like, you're in New Mexico right now?
The air seems breathable.
Yeah, it seems like yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay, I got to ask you about, because we got like 10 minutes. Damn it.
It's going down. The countdown begins. Go ahead.
This is like,
marathon questions. Here we go.
High speed podcasting.
Yeah. We could just make diarrhea jokes for 10 minutes. People are like, I'm never listening to those guys again, ever.
Carrie Fisher. What a segue, huh?
What a segue. Here we go.
Carrie Fisher, The Kiss.
Yeah. The Kiss. Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
Have we ever talked about, do people know that was not supposed to happen?
Is that true?
A bit. Really? Yeah, here's how this happened. Do you know this? I thought you know this.
You kissed her so many times.
I kissed her so many times, but the first time this was not what was supposed to go down.
And she was like, I like that more.
What happened was we did a take or two, and then I went over to Kevin Mann. I think me and you and Jay and Sam, Kristen, everybody's talking, and someone threw out. I remember thinking when I booked this role, and I thought, oh man, if Carrie Fisher's in there, I was like, I gotta fucking smooch Carrie Fisher. I think I'm gonna have to smooch Carrie, and that's been my lifelong dream. So let's figure this out. So I went to Kevin Mann, the one of the producers, and I said, Kevin, we're gonna do another take. I think we got it in the can now. We got what we needed. Can I just lean in and smooch her real quick? Can I just grab that face and smooch that face? And he was like, that's a bad idea, Chris. That's really disrespectful. And I was like, you're right. That is, you got to give some fair warning to a kiss. So he talked to her and he went up and he was like, hey, the actor was wondering if he can grab in and kiss your face afterwards. And apparently she, like, without hesitation was like, sure. And I was like, okay. So the smooch, that became, we tried it. We thought it was going to be maybe one fun take, and instantly it was like, this has to happen. So that was great. And then Carrie, afterwards, I got a text message at the end of the night. Yeah, I know. I got a text message, and it was, hey, this is Carrie. Got your number from Kevin. That was great today. What are you doing this weekend? And I was like, And I don't know if you remember this at all, because I discussed with you, with Jay and everybody, because she was done. She was just filming for the day. She was going to go off to Albuquerque or to Santa Fe, because we were in Albuquerque, and go to like a spa retreat weekend and stuff. And she was going away for the weekend. And she was like, hey, you want to come? And I was like, what do you mean do I want to come? Yes and no, Carrie. What does this mean? It was totally innocent. But I think 23-year-old me was like, Carrie wants it. Probably.
She didn't text me.
She didn't, exactly. And I didn't give her my number. Yeah, she had to do some work to get my number. So here's what happened. Nothing. Nothing happened. No, because we had, I don't know. I think I got too scared and Carrie was too awesome. And suddenly I was like, I can't go away for the weekend with Carrie Fisher and just go hang out, which I feel like I regret to this day. But so that's what it sizzles, that story, and ends right there. But that was the kiss. That was what I remember, the kiss.
Was it salty or sweet?
It's a little salty. It was a little salty. Yeah, it was a little salty. Maybe by the fifth kiss, it got sweeter. But I think it started off a little salty.
Wow, dude.
Yeah.
This is great stuff. I hope
this is great. I hope.
Is someone recording this?
Yeah. Is anybody getting this down on paper somehow?
Holy crap! I hope someone's recording this.
Yeah.
Okay, we have probably let's see how many minutes left here.
Yeah.
I don't know how many minutes.
Where we at? 5 minutes?
I'm just gonna keep going.
Just keep going. Just keep
Here,
going.
I'll
We'll motor them off. Yep. Chad says 5. Here we go.
5. Thanks, Chad. I love you, Chad. Okay, so Linus was the heart of the movie. You know, that's obvious. Okay, so here's the thing. Who would you rather, after saying all that, Carrie Fisher or Natalie Portman?
Who would I rather kiss?
Whatever rather means to you.
You just fill in the blanks, Chris. Take it as far as you want. Would you rather whatever? I mean, whatever comes to mind first when you think.
Who would you rather get a text from and then never text back?
Never text back, and then spend 48 hours being like, no, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. What do I do? Oh, the opportunity's gone, Chris. You hesitated. Because that's really what happened. I think it was like Monday rolled around, and I was like, "Hey, Carrie, I just saw this," because I was just too scared. I think honestly, I'd take Carrie Fisher any day of the week. Truly, I just think I spent way too much time with the Carrie Fisher action figure to not. It was close to my heart, you know. So I just feel like I would go Carrie all day, every day. If it was a hangout in Albuquerque, or if it was, you know, you guys use your imagination, fill in the blank. I think Carrie.
Well. Albuquerque was rough. All right, we better take some questions here.
Yeah,
dude, that was fun, man.
That was awesome,
we had
man.
Time, but let's take some questions.
Yeah.
Lloyd Kaufman.
Lloyd, love this dude. We are 2 Star Trek nerds who stalked Carrie Fisher.
I'm William Shatner's son.
Yeah, it's William Shatner's son, and I'm just his cousin. Yeah.
I'm Donald Shatner.
Yeah.
And I'm Dan Fogler. And this is Chris Marquette.
Chris
wow.
Marquette, Joshua, thanks, man. That's nice of you.
What did Joshua say? Where are you seeing these?
Lloyd, I don't know. It came up on the screen here. Lloyd Kaufman is a really good troll. Lloyd, bravo. You win today.
He's a dirty little bastard.
You are. Lloyd, you win.
You wish you had the height and girth of me too. I remembered that.
Well done. Yeah.
This was a fun 40X.
This was. Yeah. I dig this one.
Yeah. Did you have fun, man?
I did.
Oh, here they are. They're at the bottom here. Sad gamer dad. Thanks. You enjoyed it. Good, man. I'm glad. You know, do you watch CW superhero shows? Do you?
I don't. No, not at all.
I don't. I mean, I appreciate all the DC heroes, but I got kids myself. You know, I'm
exactly.
I don't have enough time to watch.
No, stop. Go do your homework. I'm watching Batgirl right now. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I can't. I've never been able to do that.
Yeah.
Okay. What else? Next question.
Next question. Come on, throw it out. Lloyd, troll man, give us a good question.
What's up, all you happy primates? Well, let's talk about that. Let's talk about that for a second. How do you feel about those monkeys that stole the COVID-19 blood samples and they were found later? Gnawing on them in a tree.
I just saw this. I think it made me think it's the greatest outtake from Outbreak. It was like I suddenly thought that you remember Outbreak with Dustin Hoffman?
Totally.
And they're going after the monkey, and I was like, what if that's the end of the movie instead? What if it's like they're about to get the vaccine and the monkeys just are like, and everybody cries.
Funny,
like, I know. I'm sorry.
Monkeys,
I know.
Fucking 12 monkeys, and then you got Planet of the Apes. Like it's just. I feel like we're just artists. I love it, but I feel like we're manifesting our own demise with all of these very creative. But Guy mentioned that you had the great the Dictator poster behind you, man.
Oh yeah. That's my Dictator poster. Yeah.
And what Chaplin says in that is everyone should listen to.
It's so powerful. Yeah, it's so wonderful. Yeah, I got a grandfather of mine. He's an old Cuban man, and
thanks,
he grew up in
Josh.
Cuba. And he isn't he? Well done, Josh. And Lloyd, we're not telling you anything intimate, minus maybe this story. Lloyd, how's this suffice, troll man? So the great dictator, my grandfather, old Cuban guy, grew up in Cuba, really poor, and the only thing he got to do for fun when he wasn't running from Fidel Castro and being locked up was he got to watch movies, and he used to watch Chaplin movies. And when I was like 15 or 16, he sat me down one day and he was like, I got to show you some of my favorite hits. And I was like, yeah. So this was one of the first ones, and it blew my mind. I didn't know comedies could do such a thing. If you haven't seen that movie, it's wonderful. It's the first time he speaks in a movie, so it's all silent, and then he gives this epic speech at the end of the movie, and you hear a voice. You hear his voice for the first time, and it is it's so incredibly moving.
He sounds like a Shakespearean scholar.
Yeah, he's on Gandhi level all of a sudden.
What does that say? Oh, that's nice. When do I get a ride at Universal?
Yeah, when do you get a ride?
You talking about Fantastic Beasts or something? Like there have been
they're talking about Shatner diarrhea, where you just everybody gets inside a bathroom. Yeah, exactly. You're like, you're just suddenly going around.
Okay.
Why is the water brown?
It smells weird.
Yeah, I think there have been rumors that there's going to be like a Jacob or some kind of Fantastic Beast thing going on there. I heard. So who knows?
Awesome.
Man. Hopefully we'll be able to go to parks again.
Yeah, exactly.
Holy crap!
Oh,
Hey,
that's it.
What up, guys?
Did we do
What's
it?
up,
Did we make it?
Awesome show.
Thanks, man.
Awesome show, man.
You're the man.
Really want to appreciate you guys being here. Everybody, all you fans of Dan and the crew, they're going to be back tomorrow for the heavy metal panel.
Yeah.
So check the schedule tomorrow and see a little bit more Dan.
Chris, thank you, brother.
Dude, thank
Did
you,
we get a
Dan.
recording of this?
Yeah, is this recorded?
Yeah.
Thank you,
yeah.
dude. Thank you,
We'll
Dan.
get it to you. Well, we are
Beautiful.
really excited to keep Mainframe Comic-Con rolling
We'll talk
on.
soon, dude.
Later, guys.
Okay, brother.
Thanks
Thank
a lot.